Hello, hello. Welcome on the stream of Romantic Developer at Late Night Talk. Today it's mostly early morning talk and it's Romantic Developer stream. Normally it's consists of multiple parts where we discuss some news, events, reflections, your comments, etc. As well, we doing some. 1 second. Okay. Looks like I have sounds because I'm always changing my environments, and today I'm at my home. It's still holiday Christmas sweater because today is the last day of holidays. Today is Christmas in my culture, so it's why I'm still wearing that Christmas sweater. And I want to wish you all. Okay, I understand that it's not a holiday for you, but I anyway want to congratulate you once again with holiday. If you don't any holiday, just celebrate a day, a new day, a new sunrise, a new sunlight, and so on. A day is a beautiful thing which you can observe because it brings new hope, new possibility to do something, new possibility to work, to enjoy this life, to make some kindness, to help others, to bring love, to bring kindness, to bring acceptance, love into this world. And I wish you all, yeah, to make all those things a part of your life, and if they already part of your life, make them, give it even more space than before. More space for love, more space for acceptance, more space for kindness, more space for help, and so on, and much less space for discard, discussion, discard, discussion of others, much less space of aggression, much less space of looking into others' life, but instead invent into your dreams, into your life, into overall happiness, overall future which will bring peace and joy to this world. It's never a bad day to wish that and congratulate that, and yeah. So I think it would be my wish for today, and I'm not going to make this stream super long because it's already a big broke in my work sleep uh, life balance. Hopefully I could fix it in one day. I have um, a vacation today, so it should be simple, hopefully. Yes, and we spent some nice time with family, and it's also a good reason, not only today, but actually every day is a good reason to spend time with your family, with your loved ones, and hopefully you can do that more than before, more than in 2025, more than in before in 2024 or even earlier. And if you have any questions with your loved ones, or maybe you have questions with your relatives, I hope you could resolve all of them, because who is right, who is wrong is not so important than just be together, exchange love, exchange light and nice and warm emotions with each other. Today we listen to very old songs, we watch very old television programs thanks to YouTube. YouTube, which is basically platform where we are communicating right now, also a platform where Of course, a lot of disinformation is spread where lie media or like media which very better rarely tell truth right now, they spread its informational. Yeah. And so many bloggers with not so which try to teach you not all the best thing. You know, they not always try teach you to think, teach you to analyze and so on, but instead they teach you how to look at other life, think less about your life, and interest in more about what the others are doing. Hopefully my channel not about that. Mm, hopefully if you join the channel it could provide you some food for thoughts. And yeah, I'm using a lot of tools. I'm using AI. I'm building some tools which probably not unique. But yeah, we looking how we could implement some helpful, important things, and we leave some, some shadow in history, shadow in form of some programs in some repositories, which others can use. Of course, we need spend slightly more time to tell about that, to probably record few videos to just help people, because I feel it's even overcomplicated for people who just started, and it looks not so helpful for people who are really into that subject, into subject of applied AI, science, models, and so on. So, okay, I think it's already 7 minutes. I plan to do like 10 minute stream, so I'll just remind you that you could leave me some comments below the stream, which we will start with tomorrow. I do streams every day, and I never miss a day. I miss a time of the stream multiple times, but I never miss a day. So every day I have a stream. Sometimes distance between stream more than 24 hours, sometimes it's much less, but it's always a stream per day. You can see on my channel, all the streams are public, and you can see all the history of them. And basically, many of the last stream, probably most of the last streams are described using my tool, which we built. And the tool, yeah, once I finish the stream, I execute the tool, and it just go, grab the stream, and just describe it, add description, add proper video titles, video sections, subtitles, titles, keywords. It updates everything without my interaction, and that's it. I don't need to do anything except executing it. But with my new web interface, I don't need even think about executing it. I could just set up some rules, and it will check. If on the channel there are some streams, it will wait until it's finished and do all the same job. So it's the tools we are building as well. We are building some nice live channel, live chatbot, which is could be pretty helpful, but it's still I'm sorry, we are still learning how to make it even more helpful. Yeah, we record probably a week of streams while we develop it from scratch to right now pretty useful bot which know how to read the latest news from generic, from AI, read the latest streams information, read last stream information, get some context about me, about my channel, and could reply multiple questions. We still need to add some real-time capabilities to that bot. What I mean, it should know about exactly I'm talking right now, so to provide real-time replays as well. It could communicate with me more interestingly. But yeah, it's all our plans, which we will implement in the nearest future. If you want us or me to look into something else, again, leave a comment. I would be love to look into something, to look to some questions, especially if they could be helpful, not only for you, but for me, for others. So we, of course, can look into that. So yeah, with that, the last day of Christmas mood, and under my sweater, I have already in EC Matrix team. So I will return into that uh, infusion of software world of zero, ones, and other programming stuff infused into a real world, and we will see how we could easily create some useful stuff on in multiple fields. Yep. So again, leave comments. I haven't connected my live chatbot today, but hopefully we will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, or basically today, January 7th, we will have stream, I hope at 11 p.m. or right after 11 p.m. PST. So that's it. Yeah, and as always, please leave a comment and we will start with that. Otherwise, I'll ask our AI bot just to come up with some questions based on my previous stream on the latest generic news. But you know, it's always asking me question about what do you think, how we can improve, how we can improve security, how we can apply AI to solve some uh, current problems, which are winter storms, which are mm, like killings, people, and so on and so on. And I'm replying every stream on those questions, and it asks me again and again. Probably need to work on prompt to be more selective, or we need to provide it much more bigger context of the latest news. We could look into both options. Okay, it's about technical side of our streams. Returning to our current stream, I want to finish it today by wishing you good time, by wishing you to let more light, love, acceptance into yourself, your conscious, subconscious, your soul, your heart, you call it. Even if you think that it's all nonsense, but I could say as developer, a software developer who not only create some simple websites or even complex programs on multi-level, on multi-server, and so on, which could run on the higher load and so on and so on, but also a person who tried to analyze events in this world, events in this world in multiple countries on inputs and outputs, on events and their consequences and so on. I could say you that there are multiple complex things exist, much higher than we can imagine. And I'm not talking about deep state or people behind current leaders of the world. I'm talking about something behind your mind and your ability to think, which is pretty low. Believe me, or modern models. I'm not talking about GPT-4, which is smarter than any human in the world in most fields. Of course, there are some humans which still smarter than 4 or in some particular fields, but general human is not as smart as even not the most complex model, but O1 or probably O3, which is second version of O1. They just skip over O2. Is much smarter than multiple doctors of science and so on, and which is surely smarter than any human in the world in most fields, and only, I don't know, 0.0 one like thousand of percent or 10,000 of percent people in the world, or maybe even less, are smarter in some fields than those models. So of course we have more than our intellect or our knowledge or our ability to think, which is already outbeaten by simple LLM models, which is not even artificial intelligence, it's just very complex classification models, let's call it that. So we already outbeaten, but we have much more. We had ability to feel, we have ability to feel not only feelings, but empathy. We have subconscious, we have access to experience and even experiences which we couldn't explain, and so on and so on. So we have a huge supercomputer in our head, or maybe above our head or below our head, I don't know where, which overbeats current LLM models, or what we call artificial intelligence of today, and most probably it will outbeat artificial intelligence of tomorrow. But yeah, to unlock it, we should go up, and up is a path of wisdom. And when we go to aggression, if we go to wars, if we go to not acceptance and so on, we go in opposite way of wisdom, and we have no chance against AI, which probably will destroy us all. It's just question of time, because no one going to stop in that race of AIs, and once AI will beat that race, and believe me, it could be countries, it could be peoples, it could be companies. They invest millions, billions, hundred billions of dollars into AI right now, and they don't know what they're unlocking. It's like virus, most dangerous and deadly virus of the world. And I believe that even multiple civilizations, not only on Earth and maybe in the universe, not every civilization could survive over that virus of AI. Okay, we talk about all of this on my channel, and hopefully I could touch some of the strings of your soul, or strings of your mind, or some dark corners of your subconscious. So if I could, please leave me a comment, join my streams, and let's discuss it together. Otherwise, I will talk to with AI, and will make help like all of us will help make it even better. And I'll try to use it while I can to solve all my small problems, because I'm lazy, and I believe laziness is a engine of our civilizations. Okay, guys, I need to stop at some point. I think about making 10 minutes stream, but it's already mostly 19 minutes stream. And once I say your final goodbye, it would be 20 minutes. So I'm saying you my final goodbye. Goodbye. See you in a day, or whenever you are ready. I'm not going to stop it very soon. So the stream series should exist. I hope to see 200 streams, or maybe 250. And then hopefully we will start new stream series, which would be much more descriptive and new level, hopefully, which will attract more people and include into our beautiful discussion, beautiful, warm environment of developers and just logical people of this world. Okay,